Hey guys, it's your Hellfire Fox Brielle, and we're gonna play some Zenless Zone Zero. Not gonna lie, this update is giving me the blood rage. It makes my blood boil, not gonna lie, because of who they're running Vivian with. Anyways, how are you guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing fine and all that. But yeah, we're just gonna play some Zenless Zone Zero for today. Normally, I'd stream in neither parts, but not today, it seems. Yeah, not today. But for now, let's get on with it, okay? Let's get on with it. Oh yeah, my controller. Let me just connect my controller real quick. Alright, let's just wait. There we go. Oh, let me get some coffee. I just woke up like a few hours ago. Had my brunch. Ah yeah, Vivian. I'm debating if I should get you. Because, not gonna lie, my pity last time was ruined by, it was ruined by Trigger. Well, let's see. Let's see. It might be different. Mm. Hmm. Interesting. Can I trade yet? No, I can't trade yet. I have to wait for 6 days. Okay. Kinda ironic if I actually get her within those pools, though. But yes, we're going to... Hmm. It's either I go with the new main story quest, or save with flowers. Hmm. There's only 2 stuff so far. Give Vegetate to Seth. Hold on. Where is Seth? Oh yeah, he's over here. But yeah, it's gonna be just another day of smashing. Literally. But yeah, Andre, if you're still here, how many pulls did it take you to get Vivian? Because one of my mods got 10, and I'm like, damn it. Manager, I'm here to rent a tape. You're earlier than I would have expected. Yeah, I left work a little early to seeing as I need to come to 6th Street to borrow a tape before heading that way home. Oh, did I not mention to you?
I usually stay at the dorm nearby so that I can train longer. I only go home on weekends.
Oh, you're going home to spend time with your family on the weekend? How many people are in your family, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it isn't exactly taboo. My family's pretty ordinary. Just myself, my parents, and my older brother.
Uh-huh.
My brother's rarely at home, though.
Oh, Sithy. Don't be like that.
You sighed! That's rare. Do you miss your big brother?
Manager, can I ask you something? How's your relationship with your brother? Do you ever think he's annoying?
No?
I guess our relationship is alright, but he can be annoying sometimes. Every time we restock, he always weasels me into believing it's his turn to choose the movies. Turns out when I check the bills, he's picked them 4 out of 5 times. That crafty boy has no problem deceiving his own flesh and blood.
Oh, I see. Seems like everyone finds their older brother annoying, which means my family is normal. Though, I didn't always dislike my brother. We used to watch The Big Hollow together when we were kids. We'd even memorize the protagonist's lines. But that was a long time ago. Now all he does is call me simple-minded and self-righteous.
Yo, L, and yo, Frosty. Also, L, do you want my luck again? Just like how I got Evelyn for you? And now Vivian, according to you? How's my luck? It's nice, right?
simple-minded?
Mm-hmm.
Self-righteous? Wise wouldn't speak to me like that.
Oh, don't all older brothers lecture their younger siblings?
No. If I'm back, I'm not even sure, because sometimes my luck is there and sometimes it isn't. So it depends, really. Wait, pause. Pause what?
I feel bad for you. I can understand now why you dislike your brother so much. I'm not trying to stir the pot. What about the big hollow? You mentioned earlier that it was your
Trying to
childhood
nick your
baby.
luck from my woo, O'Brien.
Yeah.
What?
I'm a huge fan of that rookie investigator. Despite everyone saying that the disaster was unbeatable and he wouldn't be able to do anything about it, he never gave up. That's what a real hero of justice looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, I remember the rookie investigator being described as a simple-minded person by other characters in the movie too. Yet, I think that movie needs a protagonist like that when its worldview is so complicated. The Hollow in that movie is reality-defying sci-fi nonsense. They might be bizarre, but even Hollows need to follow some basic rules of physics and logic.
Oh, do you know a lot about hollows? No wonder you're such a pro. A real film buff makes sure to do their research on the movies they watch.
I mean, I'm not really gonna pull for Vivian, actually.
Yeah, I've done some research because the Big Hollow has such a complicated background.
So I'm not sure,
I
really.
totally understand everything they said in that movie when I was little, but there's one line from the protagonist that really stuck with me. No matter what, you can never go wrong saving someone. When my brother became a public security officer, I thought he would become a hero who fights for justice and protects the innocent. Just like what he
from
pledged to be when we were
Okay.
little. But now...
Trigger,
well,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'll become more capable than my brother one day, and prove that he only sees me as simple-minded because he's lost touch with what's right. When I get home tonight, I want to see if he still remembers the lines he memorized back then.
Oh.
Huh? Your brother's at home today? And you're going to watch the movie with him? Didn't you just say you hate that guy?
Weekends or family days. I suggested we spend some time watching a movie together. I do hate him, but it's not like I've cut him out of my life. I can't exactly separate myself from him during family gatherings now, can I?
Fair enough.
Did you pick this movie specifically because your brother is coming back for the first time in a while?
It's for Family Day, and my parents are going to watch it too.
She's so precious. Personality of a golden retriever.
But if I left him out, I'd be making the same mistake as him. I refuse to be like him.
Siblings are very complicated.
Sure, if that's what you think. I hope your family movie day goes well. Don't forget to spread the word about our video store. You're welcome to sign up for a family membership with us.
No problem. I'll ask my parents to tell their friends about your store. And I'll recommend it to my colleagues at the precinct, too.
Nice.
I'm gonna go now. It's a pretty long way back home. Catch you later.
Well, the question is, does he have trigger? Oh, now he can promote the videos. Yeah, Wise. Yeah, Wise. What you doing over there? Vivian sent the message. Seems like they made more progress on the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Well, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Yeah, sure, let's go. Alright, then I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. No, not that. Fine, I'll just get through the sofa. Still debating if I want to pull for her, though. No. A. Not B. A. Damn it. Yeah, I don't have enough to pull right now, but I do have one guarantee. No, not guarantee. Like, I don't know if I should be pulling for Vivian. Interesting. I haven't played Wuwa in a while. We originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you ended up falling asleep instead until you hear something nearby.
Lord Phaethon.
Aww.
This time, let me. Vivian? Vivian?
Aww.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Aww. Such a cutie. Yeah, this is the seed someone epilogue. Bury your tears with the past. Yep.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
The other Lord Phaethon? R.I.P. to you, Wise.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself. What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian? No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon. You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent? Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Oh, this part. Could be Hartman? I mean, he's the last one.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card. I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe
Frosty, no.
Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week. A responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken,
that is pretty quick.
Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Yeah, second question.
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Ravenlocks?
Probably.
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him. Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core.
Yeah.
Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Okay.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in.
Of
He's
course.
stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Yeah.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
And of course. But yeah, I hate what they did to Lycon. Like, his voice, his majestic voice, but then again,
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
yeah,
Yes,
that.
it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you
As it should.
mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Okay, Lycon.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
Yeah, because I've seen some spoilers about what's coming next.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Okay,
The
see ya,
mayor has
Frosty.
tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving
Thank
forward.
you.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Yeah, we'll think about
I
it.
need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Alrighty. Belle, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? Sure, at the moment, our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bringer left behind. We can get someone to help investigate, but it'll take a significant amount of time, and time is something we can't afford to waste. So working with the mayor is a good option. Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Wouldn't it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at the moment at least. And Vivian. Yeah. Yeah, Lycon first. Ballet twins. We're going directly there. And then you have these two. Still though, like, if there's one thing I'd like to comment is her umbrella. Man, she gives me Neapolitan vibes from Ruby, not gonna lie. I assume you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Of course, please rest assured when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
Alrighty.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people.
And that's what was used on Bringer.
The serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Yeah, already did.
Since this person has already passed away, and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Okay. Someone from Tops. Obviously.
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
Man, they really like making trouble.
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A
Doubt it.
sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor,
Hi, Mari.
you might find yourself in an unfavorable
How are you?
situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you?
That's
Please
true.
don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
Thank you for the
I'm
head
not the one who
pats.
started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now out my terms for collaboration.
There we go.
After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes.
Yeah, I already hydrated them, Mari. Thank you.
I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Ooh. Our teacher's research? Bro. No. I was adjusting the alerts.
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
Yeah, we're all in.
New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
I'm glad two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Yeah, then Lycon leaves. Lord Phaeton, shall we head out now? Yeah, we're just gonna go to the Hollow. And we're gonna use Vivian.
Eradicate all evil.
Now, I noticed something. Okay. A lot of people say that Vivian... Huh? Wait, who did that? I was like, huh? Yeah, good afternoon, bro. I was about to say that I remember Jane and Vivian are very... What's a good word to say it? OP. But I want to try this with Miyabi, actually. Just for a test drive. Also, you literally... Wait, stop. The redeems, bro. Also, them. So this is Vivian.
Ethan, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Them alerts. Alright.
Right. Allow me.
Oh, thank you for the redeems. Oh, whoa. Whoa, okay. I'm trying to see which part does the damage happen, the blue damage.
From here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it?
I am a menace, bruh.
If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby.
No, not too much on the redeems, okay?
It was absolutely necessary.
But thank you.
Did you realize the mayor was looking into this?
Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you pull her aside to listen. Who would this be?
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Doubt
Those
it.
questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After 2 employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Yeah, the she.
I've been dying to know. Who's this she you keep mentioning?
Yeah, who?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just, for me, the exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
That's okay.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises.
Oh boy.
I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
Yeah, Topps, literally.
Wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
But then...
I just can't shake the feeling that...
But why here? This is like a very used map on top of it.
Something bad is about to happen.
Oh.
Okay.
This dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be, and how do they know the locations of the dormant sacrifices? I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for new Eridu. Like, I don't get it. Like, Eridu itself is in ruins, and then now they want to make another one? It's so weird.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. Idiot. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
There we go.
Nothing here.
Ooh. Alright.
Are we too late?
So Vivian and Jane work better than Vivian and Miyabi. So makes sense. Oh, there's someone else with the sacrifices.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the exaltists?
I never left the exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then!
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary.
Hey Lemon, what's up?
You walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No
Now
need
2
to
a.m.
hide your
Damn.
tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice. And I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The noise attracted ethereals, even though you have many questions dealing with the imminent threat. Feels like a choice. Feels like the choice right now. Okay. Now 2 a.m. Damn.
Nathan, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Careful! Let's take care of the ethereals first. Just this once.
Come on.
Cut through chaos.
Ooh, not bad. You're just one for real. Mm-hmm.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exalted? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifice.
I already hydrated though.
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
I don't really mean what's wrong with that.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That's true. It is sketchy. Maybe they're being paid to?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Of course. Yeah, let's
I'm in.
go.
Let's go together.
Now I wonder who are your contacts. You arrive at Lumina's Square with Vivian to meet an old friend. Question is, who would it be, Vivian? Lord Phaeton, let's head out as soon as you're ready. Yeah, we're going.
old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
Which intel would it be,
She's
I
like
wonder?
a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on internet thanks to her.
Oh, Rain! Oh boy, it's been a while.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain?
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it.
Yeah, no.
The last signal from those workers was near the hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Yeah, but that is sketchy, like near Lumina Square. Like, that could be somewhere else, though.
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you're unsure about?
Yeah,
I
that
looked
one.
up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
That's-
Thank you, Rain.
That's a better
Don't get
lead.
all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. Been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professional.
I like Vivian's
curious.
voice actor.
What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People
Yes,
will
yes.
appreciate you for who you are.
And they will.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like,
but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys.
Yeah.
I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay. But damn, Vivian's voice actor is rather interesting. Now, it would be a shame if she gets replaced. Just like how they did my Lycon. I hated that, not gonna lie though.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Yeah.
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Which big guy? That one bamboo that I don't have in my collection. Also... Lumina's square is just as pretty as I remember. Yeah, you. Long time no see. You seem to be doing well, little one. Yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got ill before and was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. The next time I heard the manager's head to the manager's place, will I get to see you two? You two know each other? Yeah, this guy is Lucky Boot, my old boss at my previous workplace. Bought at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on the paying wages, he didn't take care of his bamboo either. Yeah, the guy's really terrible. Then his little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery, the bestest ever. All I did was change your battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. Yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 dennies just enough to buy a battery. I have that much dennies, you know. But that's where the 100 denny bamboo battery came from. Honestly, you got plenty of energy, but I haven't told you before. You need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned pet one denny boo, give denny. Wow, you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. Did you need help for something? I'm super happy to help. I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past 2 days? Strange? You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, and kinda trying to hide where there aren't many people around? Let me think, I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. The Outer Ring. I don't think Denny Boo can make it that far. Desert probably prefers to the sandpit up ahead. Oh, I think we're going to meet that other one then. Okay, let's go take a look. And did it help? Yep. Yay, so I want to keep helping. You should go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play together soon. We will.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right?
No, I give pickup lines if I do that.
No, you helped it too.
Wait, I think I remember these places.
The best in the whole world.
Who are you supposed to be? It seems that's the person Rain and one Denny Boo were talking about. Lord Phaethon, please stand back. Cannot be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme, considering his current mental state. You really have to do that while I'm streaming, huh? Hit me with your best shot. I haven't been that good with pickup lines, okay? It's been a while. But let's see. Okay, fine. This is just gonna be a short one and then I'll get back into the game. Are you a wallet? Because I wouldn't mind squeezing you dry. I'm done. Now let's go back into the story. Ah, fuck. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder. Ha? Ha what?
Take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
Maybe.
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
Was that too direct for you?
About your family and friends. Now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family.
That's a good thing.
You must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether.
Oh
for us
boy.
to last longer in the hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke
in
up,
what way? That's a question.
I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. Then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped. I didn't want to kill
A blonde guy? Wait, is it Hugo?
I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying.
Mm-hmm,
We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
And that's good. And Rena, oh, Rena's the one who did it. Yeah.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Yeah, that is pretty tough.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, It's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
The red
Looking
fingering.
back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
And then we told the whole story. Start sharing stories. She's been to the chaotic club, the Camellia Golden Leech, as a favorite sandwich at the Cheesetopia, and she's even received a star sticker from Officer Moo Moo for rescuing bamboos. And then... chillin'.
Remember, it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Aww. Poor baby.
Lord Phaethon!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street.
Aww.
That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
Aww.
It was me.
Aww.
Following you. And now I've finally made it to your side.
I'm more curious about how Phaethon rescued her
Ever
before.
since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster.
Oh,
I've heard too many curses to count.
that's pretty.
I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. Not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights.
Oh, don't jump.
My mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time, but I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
Yeah, what did the comments said? That's the question.
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Vivian, thank you. Not
Come
only
on.
for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now, Lord Vivian. I truly like who I've become.
The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker as if eager to share the It was an auto. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the path she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Okay.
Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Really now. Okay. Okay, let's go there.
Belle, you're back.
Yeah, we're
Lycon
back.
told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Yep.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
Are you coming with us? Is the question.
We got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Lord Phaeton will have that as soon as you're ready. Yeah, just a second first. Let's see what I've gotten so far. Oh, not really that much, huh? Okay, let's just continue. Yeah, let's get going. Let's get going. And then this time, since I couldn't test it right away,
Which alias should I use this time?
I'll be using Jane this time. Just to see where things go. Okay. Now, they said Jane and Vivian are more powerful. So let's see them. These peeps.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaeton, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
Yep.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaeton. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Well, I hear Vivian and Jane work together, so let's see where this will take.
Stay away from Lord Phaeton!
Oh, all right.
trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
How is she fighting with those heels, though? I can never imagine how people fight in heels.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon. This one.
There we go.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
Cause, okay. The difference with Vivian, she does another secondary damage called a bloom. A bloom is only triggered when Vivian triggers hers.
No matter who has
Her
the
buffs and
sacrifice
skills and
core,
everything.
Hartman or the Exaltus,
I'm just wondering
would be
how to
really
trigger it.
dangerous.
But I already seen it being triggered on the trial.
Hand over what's in the box. I'll make it pay. We do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Hold on, let me just...
Here's the sacrifice core.
Okay. Yo, Slana, thank you for the follow. How's you? This is your Hellfire Brielle, and we're just playing some Zenless Zone Zero. We're currently playing the new story right now.
Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Oh boy. And then we have
Vivian, it's been ages.
that's Dina.
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
Oh boy.
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However,
wait, really?
I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Well, subordinate. Oh. Oh boy.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying.
But it's okay though.
The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did for a great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me?
The NPCs have better voice actors too.
And now again!
Damn.
You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
As Dina finished her work, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground. Oh no.
More ethereals are coming. Too many. No chance to get out of this.
Now,
Come on.
no escape.
Oh, there it is. Damn, yeah, there's extra damage. I guess a lot of people went for Vivian thanks to that. Woo!
The pressure is off.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon. Stay with
Oh, there is. Yeah, there's a lot of them. And there goes Yi Swan.
It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
That's the other one.
Now.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Man, she does look like Anby though. But not really. Oh my goodness. She just reminds me of Fuhua then, but damn.
Finally, peace and quiet.
Aw. It turned into a tiny chick.
You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Oh yeah, that's where the teaching arc comes in. Oh boy. We're gonna have so much fun with that.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Yishuan leaves after saying this. Damn, yeah, we got distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Go on.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
And we're out of the hollow. Oh, this area. Not gonna lie, this view's really pretty. It's a shame it gets blocked by a big-ass hollow.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
Yep.
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
He can talk.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
And that is a lot to take in.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought
that is
the blessing
wrong,
was a
bro.
good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
That must be traumatizing.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh boy, this is... This where all goes down.
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up... I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
Hi, Sneaky Turtle, what's up?
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Oh boy. That is a lot to take in.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she...
Yeah, how you doing, the Sneaky Turtle?
She's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Nope, you're not.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Oh, hi, Keita. What's up?
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Sup?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord
Just
Vivian,
chilling in bed.
you
Nice.
truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Bathan.
Good night, Vivian. You head back to the video store. Okay. And then we ended up being asleep. It's almost noon. Ah, damn, we slept so much, it seems. Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. Did she need something? It was about the sacrifice core. And you're chilling in bed. That's nice. Isn't it late for you, though? The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction, so she decided to try to find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Well, if you have time, head to Lumina Square to meet up with Vivian. Just a second, please. Let's see. Okay. Let's try it out. Like, it's not like my luck hasn't been that good, but let's see anyway. Let's see anyway if... Yeah, nope. Not today. I didn't get an A rank though. But who?
What can this little old trucker do for...
I already have you, Piper. Piper. Bro, I already have you. But yeah, damn. Something tells me I should just invest on the W engine, but yeah, let's continue on. Yeah, I'm going. Alright, let's see. Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shaw, I didn't expect you to be working here.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him, if it were Hugo. I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Yeah. Vivian leaves the lounge. You're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. Ow. We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so he could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. I just checked their trackers and one of those birds flew near an auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. And it still flies around. So, messenger pigeons, damn. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Alright. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture. You can send a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Alright. So, we're bird watching. Okay. Okay. Find the black bird. I'm not an idiot to put penguin boo. But it's there anyway, so... Now, where is the other bird anyway? It's coming from... I'm playing Marble Rivals right now. Ooh, who you maining as? Okay. That's the one. It's all thanks to Lord Peyton we found him so quickly. Usually named Penny. Oh, nice. If it's he, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among these boxes. Oh. Then they repaired it. Okay. Now let's go back to the video store through here. There we go. I made Rocket and I recently got him to Lord level, so there's that. Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the creator will guide me.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Okay.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
Good question.
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence.
Oh, I tried her before. She's actually fun to use.
Alright, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street Later's court to see the banquet. Don't worry, Lord Phaethon, just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. Now, since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at the banquet for a mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Dinner etiquette. Okay. Lord Phaethon, Burton sends his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? Alrighty. Then I'll meet up with Burton first and make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way. Are they gonna be in disguise though? That's the question. Because attending banquets like this count as espionage. If that makes sense. Now let's see. Oh yeah, I left Polka with the store. Now let's see what Seth likes. Documentary. Disaster. Oh boy. Then trendy. Interesting. Alrighty. Let's get on with it. Oh shit, I thought that was Hugo at first. But... Wait a minute, why do you look like Bakugo? You look like Bakugo. Not gonna lie. Miss Banshee, this is... Something the matter? Well, I mean, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the century with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests to have a +1, are you? Of course not, since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you're also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there we will take a speedboat to the manor. Damn Bakugo.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, I even brought along my most precious companion. Does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
That's true.
Oh, do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How's the game going? It's alright.
No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters.
The game's going well though. Just letting you know.
I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Alright. Burton hurriedly leaves and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief. Damn.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Yep.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow Lord Phaethon.
Oh. Not gonna lie, her voice actor is killing it. And now they do espionage.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
It is.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction?
Oh
So much
boy.
so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regard. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Oh boy.
Bullet. How?
Huh?
Dear
You're a lot.
uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
Yep, I knew he's alive the whole
You can
time.
just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks?
You're crazy.
Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle.
My lord, how did you survive that? Lycon literally ripped your heart out.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Also,
Just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
wait a second. So they did change his face model now. And he doesn't have that scarf on him anymore. It just drags on here.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner
Yeah.
in crime, after all.
Also, I don't know where you guys are going with the... Okay. I think I prefer his old design last time. The face is okay, but I don't see the appeal with having one sleeve in and the other sleeve just hanging out there. But it's probably because he uses a sight. Good Christ, I thought you died. But this is Hoyoverse for you. You fake.
You're late.
And he knows it.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick?
God, you
was
guys...
probably ages
Both of you fooled me then. Jesus Christ.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
No,
Yeah, you're
I'm
insane.
flattered.
You had me fooled. I thought you
What
died.
exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
You did.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours.
Oh, really, Rocky?
He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
Hi, Rocky, what's up?
Learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the
Asia server. That's where I play.
Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to
multiplayer? I don't think so.
Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Yeah, true,
Would you
why?
believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also
I'm
promised
doing good,
Vivian that
Ted.
I would
How
help her
about you?
investigate the whole thing
What's
with
up?
the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Yeah, go to Port Elpis. Pulls out and ties himself up. Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
You're crazy. You are fucking crazy, Hugo.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind.
Also, why are you sweating, like on?
That's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it?
Not sweat rain.
So, Icon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Time is short. Let's begin.
That voice, though.
Understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
He'll finally awake. The Rosa bound had come undone. We didn't know when that happened. Hugo checked himself. Hugo straightened out his guitar and opens a warehouse.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
With those eyes. I made plan for an— oh, what the fuck? I was close, he already agreed. You going back to reconsider for me. Okay, tell him you do anything. Tell me to take you back. No, he wants to see you now. You can go and see him. Mother. Oh, he's hallucinating.
All your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
Isn't she supposed to be dead?
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
She raised her hand with a pair of scissors. Whoa, teka lang.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while.
Seriously though.
The one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are.
Oh, welcome back.
Hunt her down
Not gonna lie, this is a rather scary chapter.
Living hell of a childhood. She made you suffer.
Yes. I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have
you
nothing to
do.
do with anyone
And
else.
it's fucking scary, my guy.
Sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell.
Oh, I see a mistake there.
Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you kill her? Only by killing her can you be true.
Nah, no.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Which is?
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she... So listen to me. Find that woman. Kill her.
But isn't she supposed to be dead?
Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
You're angry as hell, man.
Forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet.
Yeah, they don't.
Perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else. But rather
It's
my
you.
weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly.
This chapter is so dark,
Despite
not
the
gonna
pain
lie.
of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. Oh, so he is finally awake.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Find Serena.
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother!
Where?
I'm already hiding.
Fashion.
Find me, right? Like you always do.
This looks. Wait, what is this?
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
This is rather creepy.
Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
I don't like where this is going.
Because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I've had to suffer.
Oh boy. Where are you?
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
Oh hell no, I just don't know what you look like.
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before.
Okay, this is really not funny.
I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer?
Good question. Good question. Even I would ask.
Always punished instead. Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Aw. Because this guy's. Oh. How does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him from the start. Oh, here we go. Piercing his skin like frozen knives. The air seems to congeal in silence, deep and oppressive, as if it's time to still, only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately. It was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
Yep, that's what they did.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
Which is kind of weird.
This world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
Yeah, that part too. Talking with your inner demon is not always a good thing.
Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Probably you don't.
Here you go again.
I don't like this.
Your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration.
Seriously.
Release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's...
Bruh, not in this moment, bro.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles, pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes.
And it's stupid.
Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
And now he's a Brit. I'm sorry.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
And no.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him, so relax. Our power eclipses, so do not desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in a dark warehouse. Please tell me he is already free to go.
Lycon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Why did you break it? Why did you use me? My eye and these lenses were all your fault. You know you. Oh no, yeah.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow. An easy feat for the Ravenlock family.
Yeah, that is gonna be tough.
The one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Yeah, that does not sound like Lycon. Yep, he's still an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
As it seems.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same. Forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding. Didn't
there's that too, yeah.
Against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become
Neither. Huh? What do you mean?
claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything.
And it wouldn't.
Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it?
I mean...
Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them?
Because it's a surprise, idiot.
You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions. And betrayal that comes all too easily. But...
yeah, very contradicting.
Is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions.
Yeah.
And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
Oh hell no, get away.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Oh boy, are we out of the loop now? Because holy shit, just watching it is creepy. And now we're going to fight with the boss.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. It's about time if you choose to forgive. You're betraying yourself. You know that.
Come on.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Ugh. Come on.
You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
My hands are numb, help!
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Where are you?
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted.
Hey, where are you?
So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore.
Come out and fight, bitch.
Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
It's time to meet with Lycon. Oh boy. Yo, Sean Riel, thank you for the raid. This is your Hellfire Fox Brielle, and we're playing Zenless Zone Zero. What's up?
Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you?
What the?
I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Hmm. Oh, it's rather interestingly scary.
This is just like what I saw in my dream.
Oh, that's a real...
Guess there are still some lingering side effects?
There is some. Oi. But yeah, what did you stream though? You streamed Metaphor. How was it?
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
That's really
I
good.
refuse
That's
to fight
nice.
Someone who is in need of medical attention.
Lycon falls down for a moment, eventually hands over a coin. Oh.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable.
Indeed.
By the way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me?
No.
I'm a pro.
I don't want therapy.
Have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird
Anyways, if you need to raid and run, please let me know. Okay? Have a good night.
I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble.
Oh, indeed,
David. For those
David.
who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources.
Okay, yes.
And the people we helped remain destitute and suffering. But just as you said, even if what we did was
Good night, Sean.
childishly
Good night.
idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares at the ocean.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do
Mm-hmm.
and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Alright. Don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So you kick things off by approaching Edmund from Top's big shots. How did you manage to sweet-talk him? I'm a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have the Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage, and let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Mockingbird's secret. So I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that the security there is no joke. I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltists. You knew they'd be all over it. Yes, I embed the sacrifice core right into the row of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classy, I heard that after the auction they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then, you found Hartman and talked into a more partnership, getting your hands on more detail on the sacrifice and Exaltists. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of this mess and used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and Ravenlock's, keeping the Exaltists on their tips. Like, I got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. Like I said, this guy has fooled me. When it comes to stopping the Exaltus, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so you can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. If you can convince yourself of that, the more power to you. Just, you know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat, we got bigger things to deal with. And that comes back to present day, does it? Does it? Yes, Hugo.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too.
How much do
Those
you
are
know?
Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come
and
on.
These are the workers. Thank you. You're welcome. So could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did for you, Randall? They said that the Abajah would high pay for us. Ah, a scam. It didn't make you take any weird medicine, right? No. Okay. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. Okay. What damn, though. Come on.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
Ooh. Not bad. Hugo's pretty nice to play, not gonna lie.
More workers here. And quite a lot of...
Your saviors, thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I should have ignored my gut instinct. Well, they weren't doing anything as told, so they tied us up. Nothing else good. At the roofs. Okay, okay.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
And there are the others.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
Okay, we're listening.
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings.
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before we start...
Oh, okay.
Should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking, and the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before?
Look, this is good stuff, all right?
Exactly. You'll be working in the Hollow for
It's a
several
scam.
hours. You have to take it before we continue. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills.
Now is not the right time.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
You think I let you run?
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs? How are they feeling?
God. Can we not talk? Can we not talk about?
To be honest,
Ooh.
I think I prefer the way you used to fight. The party begins.
Totalize. Also, that's the new one for Hugo. Vivian does a bloom damage, and then there's Totalize.
Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for that.
I don't have a choice.
You always have a choice. If you're willing to act. All right. Let's end the small talk.
The chop, okay.
Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard. Just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you.
Oh, I'm doing good, Mika. What about you?
Okie dokie.
Wait, these guys were setups? Jeez.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual
I'll be
substance
working
Hartman
later
has.
anyways.
But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then I have one last question.
Yeah, true.
Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack.
Yeah, that
Before
far.
he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Now that you mentioned that, this angle made sense then. Cause when I played the 8th version of this one, 1.6, I felt like there's always something off about this one. I never really know why, But when I look at this angle, I always feel like something was listening in. I'm liking the story really well, but it reminds me of Honkai's direction of the story and not the others. But moving to the point, I've always thought this one that was in 1.6 felt really suspicious. Because with this angle, I feel like someone would be listening in. And this proves it. Oh boy. But man, Hugo, you fooled me. I thought you're dead. I'm like, Hoyo, why would you release a character that's dead? Then yeah, we're fooled.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
True. But jeez. This feels like a fucking soap opera.
Nikon? That incident back then. I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You...
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon.
True.
I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Don't patronize me.
Bro.
I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal.
I don't think I ever much paid attention to ZZZ's story, to be honest. I think it's good, but I never locked in. I mean, okay. If you really want the distinct difference with ZZZ's story compared to Honkai 3rd, Star Rail, Genshin, the difference is ZZZ here is practically like, okay, think, like, Hoyoverse has a multi-verse going on, right? ZZZ does not occupy that multiverse thing. It's practically its own thing. Like, no joke. I haven't seen any resemblance of anything that's from HI 3rd, HSR, or Genshin aside from Bellabot. That's it. But there's no link into it. And plus, I always feel like the story for this is a lot easier to follow. And this resembles Honkai 3rd's root of the story, except it's a lot more, what's a good word to say? It's a lot more realistic. Like, yeah, there's like the ethereals, ether, like the Honkai energy and the Honkais in general. But that's the only similarity I saw. Other than that, it doesn't really feel like it's part of the whole multiverse unless they put some Easter egg in it, but then again, I prefer ZZZ's story over this. For some reason, it continues to intrigue me.
I will walk the path I believe is right. Even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud.
Also, quick note, they actually treat the MCs here better, as in, I think one of the other MCs, like HSR, they actually treat them better. Here, like they're still involved, but it's growing. I'm not sure about Genshin's, because, like, not gonna lie to you, Genshin's MC is kinda
But I will also allow you to walk your own path. Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
Yeah, what happened to
It
you?
was just an accident. Not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world, like a god.
Well, and lies inside their own characters. Yeah, because they actually have differences. The MCs that also has that similar thing is also from HI Third. We have two MCs on HI Third, which is Adam and Kiana, and that's like two different parts. The what's the other one? The Post Honkai Odyssey. That's for the male lead. And the female lead is the whole Honkai story until they introduce part 2. But I think the best utilization is HSR, because they actually made their units contribute, okay? Like with the whole paths and everything. Genshin, no. HI Third is... They actually deviated from their original protagonist. Because they have like a part 1 and part 2 storyline going on. So, HSR did a better execution of it, but for individuality purposes, ZZZ did it better. And it's a better vibe for me too.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
Yeah, part 2 feels very forced. As Hugo recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman unable to listen any longer, slams the table in anger.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
Oh boy. Are we gonna go to a fight? Okay.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
Aye.
Here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
You died!
I'm a member of Mockingbird too, and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions?
Anyways, it's a sad fate of a successful gacha game that completes its story. It still has to keep going. I mean, it's for profit, of course. It's still a business after all. You can't really continue a gacha game without getting profit now, would you?
Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
With Lycon's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So you know about everything?
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
Yeah.
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You guys are really close.
You two sure are close.
Oh yeah,
For the
indeed
sake
they
of a
are.
certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Yeah, the real core.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
Damn. Hugo, you're a sly bitch. I'll give you that.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important
Okay,
stuff.
have a good time, Mika.
I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Jesus Christ, what have I been watching? What's wrong, Michael? Weren't you in a rush to get back and rest? How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have. Well, I can't remember what I said back when I faked my death. That. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny. Nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment. Hugo, you got a lot of explaining to do, no more secrets. Okay, I will lay it all out, I promise. And yeah, you need sleep. You found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycon will be heading to the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. Okay, wait a minute. How long is this? Let me check it carefully. Because I have a feeling I can just do part 2 of this. Okay, let's see how long this is. Likewise, a key info enemy, hollow activity, commission detail. Okay. I got the Anby over here. Pressure told Soldier 11, wait. Okay, you know, let me just check it, because I wanted to know. How long is this? It's a lot longer. Damn. But anyways, it's time for me to rest since I've been streaming for 3 hours. Yeah, since I still have work, that's why I can't really stream for that long here. But I will try to make it up to you guys next week. But for now, let's find somebody to raid, cause holy shit. That is a lot and I need to rest right now. Alright. Now the question is, who would I be raiding at this hour, actually? Though not gonna lie. Low viewage is... Yeah, I keep forgetting this time is not really good to stream it, but damn. I wish my time zones were more regular, you know. I just want regular time zones for once. Anywho, who would I raid at this hour? Okay, this should be good. Anyways, I'll be playing Monster Hunter World, hopefully tomorrow. Still depends, I might do it early or I might change the streaming game if I feel like it. But anyway, see you guys for coming in, and I'll see you guys in my next stream, okay? Yeah, I need more rest. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.